Hey, my name is Polina Gazeva and I'm an artist, and today I'm going to be painting on this tiny canvas. I've said many times before that I will never ever again paint on a small canvas, but here we are. It's just something about them being so small. It's just too small for my big potential and my big ego. I think this time maybe it is going to be different because I'm going to be painting something new, and just because things change and the small canvas can hold a lot of value and small canvas can hold a lot of space, actually. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. And if this doesn't work, I have even smaller canvas. This is very exciting. I've been feeling really bad about all the videos I've been making, so have like zero expectations of this video, please. I decided to just embrace making simple things, simple videos, where I just paint and maybe talk a little bit, and because I know there are some people out there who enjoy it, and honestly I should cut myself like a little bit of a break, because I don't have to always make better and better and better videos, and also I need to remember that the point of these videos is the art and not the videos. And I make some good damn art sometimes. And that's it. I think I even know what I'm going to be painting, and I'm going to be painting goats in a field, but it's going to be like demon goats from hell. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. I'll just pour some. Oops, that's way too much. That's okay. Here, that's like a goat. That's a goat here, and then there's gonna be like a big one here that we won't see fully, and then like a baby goat here. Okay. So my plan was to chat a little bit while painting, but pretty quickly, when I started, I realized that actually I don't have any thoughts while painting. I kept on trying to say things and I kept on saying things, but at the same time it didn't feel great, and it kept on taking me out of the process of the painting itself, and I didn't like that. Kept on pushing and pushing for about half an hour, and then I was like, I think everything I'm saying is kind of garbage. I don't think it's adding much to the video. I don't think it's adding anything to my process. So I decided to stop. At first I was just gonna try to somehow make it work, try to use the footage I took, or rather the voiceover that I did have. But then I thought, well, I would like to not feel like ripping my ears off while editing the video, if that's possible. So maybe it would be actually smarter to record something separately. So that's what I'm doing. This made me realize something that I feel like I should have realized years and years ago. And I'm even sure I've said it before, but I never truly understood it. I never truly felt it. And it became so clear to me while working on this painting. It just like hit me. Turns out, painting quiets my mind like nothing else ever does. And the realization was so simple, and yet so important, that it kind of blew me away. I think I'm only now starting to realize just how scattered my mind actually is. I thought at first for years that, I just have anxiety and I'm anxious and that's what's happening. But now I'm much less anxious, I have much less anxiety, and yet I find myself thinking all the time. And I'm so tired of it, especially now. I'm staying right now at my parents' place because they are away for vacation. And I'm here alone at the house watching our old, ancient dog. And I'm just by myself. And I'm just thinking all the time. I never realized how big of an issue that is. Sometimes, it's not always an issue, but sometimes I'm like, Polina, for God's sake, can you please just stop? Yeah. I think it's fun to discover things about yourself and to discover things about yourself where you thought there's nothing to discover. By the way, I've received some really, really good news recently. And that is that I'm getting my German citizenship. I'm getting my citizenship. Да.
Прислали, что ли?
Угу.
Типа, идите получать?
Ну, получать Einbürgerungsurkunde. Но это еще не паспорт, я думаю, это, наверное, какая-то бумажка. I've been living in Germany since 2013, so it's been, 12 years now? I've only applied for the citizenship last year. I probably could have applied a bit earlier. I don't know why I waited so long. And it's been taking forever to process, and I was already thinking, like, because it's been over a year, and I was already starting to imagine all the scenarios where I don't get my citizenship and they just, I don't know, send me out of the country, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think that could have happened, but I was like already thinking, like, what do I do if they don't give it to me? But I'm getting it. Whoa. I wish Europe wasn't falling apart the way it's falling apart now. But it still feels pretty good to get the thing. Like, I'm just picturing, like, what I'm gonna be able to travel, and like with the passport of someone who doesn't need to go through like the separate passport control thing. I can travel and I don't need to get a visa to go to the UK. I will travel and I don't need to worry about getting a visa like every couple of years. I don't have to. I can just like feel like a normal person without like this constant worry of being interrogated by the border control for some reason. Wow. It's especially nice because it's my birthday soon, and it feels like a present for my birthday, and that's really, really nice. It's amazing news. And all that's separating me now from my sweet, sweet German ID is 255 euros and 7 days until I have my appointment. And that's lovely. Yeah. So I am taking congratulations. I haven't had a painting go this smoothly in a while, really. It was surprising and it felt amazing actually. I had no moment during the painting process where I was like, I'm a bit unsure, or a moment where I felt like I didn't really like it. And that's quite new to me. And it's not bad to dislike your art, it's not bad to hate your art sometimes, it's all fine. But it's also really nice sometimes to have something just work without any kind of hinderness, you know? Hello. And it's especially curious because it's a small canvas, and as I've said before, I wasn't lying. Me and small canvases usually don't get along at all. But this one was different, and I was happy to see that I think I've corrected, at least a little bit. I think what really helped me here is, first of all, that I wasn't pushing this painting. I wasn't hurrying with starting painting. I haven't made a painting in a while, and I was feeling a bit weird about it and bad, and I was thinking like, oh, I should be painting more. I only did like 2 paintings this year, and that's not enough, whatever that means, you know? But I wasn't pushing with this one. I waited until the moment when things felt good. I waited until the day where I felt like I had the energy to work on something, when I wasn't tired. I was rested. I had the whole day to do whatever, and then I decided to paint. And the second thing that I think really helped me here was that I actually already knew what I was gonna paint. Usually when I work on a big piece, I like to just go for it and figure it out as I go. And big canvases with a lot of space are very good for that, because you have the space to do it, you know? And I think my problem with the small canvases before was that I tried approaching it the same way I would approach a big one, and it just doesn't quite work the same way. You would think it's the same thing, just smaller, but that's not quite true. And I think having already an image in my head, a very specific image in my head, helped me a lot, because I didn't have to figure it out. I already know what I'm going for, and that made it much easier and simpler, actually. And it's not that I just knew what I'm going for, it's that I had already made a drawing of the same thing a couple of weeks ago. I've actually also made a video of working on that drawing, but I'm not gonna show it in this video. I think I'm gonna use it in a different video that I'm gonna upload next, maybe. It would have made sense to upload it before this one, but you know. So yeah, there isn't much else I can say about the painting, except that it honestly just felt great to work on it, and I love the result. I love the result so much. I feel so warm towards the painting, and I don't think other people are gonna feel the same way about it. I think to a lot of people it's gonna look less impressive, at first glance at least, than some of the other stuff that I do, especially also because it's such a small painting. But I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's exactly what it needs to be, and I treasure it a lot, actually. So yeah, while the painting went amazingly, I have been going through a weird time with my videos lately. I mean, I've been going through a weird time with my videos ever since I started this channel. But yeah, about a week ago, before I made the painting, I had yet another very embarrassing breakdown about how much I hate every single video that I make and how all over the place all of my videos are, how different each video is, how it's all in different styles with different ideas, different themes. So, as I said before, I do feel very scattered. My mind feels very scattered. I constantly feel like I'm being pulled into different directions, and there is no strong center that brings it all together. I constantly have drastically different ideas of the things I want to do. I have drastically different aesthetics that I want to achieve, different, just I can't settle. And thankfully, I am, and I am very, very grateful for that. It does not affect my art, as in, it doesn't affect my painting and drawing and that part of art. But it does affect a lot my videos, or rather, it affects the way I'm trying to approach them, and it affects greatly my satisfaction with the videos. But also the idea of settling on one style and one theme and one aesthetic makes me deeply, deeply unhappy. For example, I started this channel, the first video I made was, I think there's something sitting on the camera, like an insect. Well, the first video I made was me working on a big painting, and that video actually worked quite well. And other videos where I work on a big painting and I show the whole process do work quite well. By working well, I mean that they work on YouTube quite well. People like them. But it's been bringing me so much uncomfortableness because I've been feeling like I have to make these kind of videos in order to, I don't know, succeed, I guess we can say. But when I was sitting a week ago and thinking about it, I realized how much I would hate it to just continue making the same kind of videos all over and over and over again. And just showing the same kind of painting process over and over again. I hate any kind of routine, honestly. I have to constantly trick my brain into not feeling like it has to follow a routine, because otherwise I can't stand it. I can't handle it. I will be so deeply unhappy having a routine. And it's not that I can't work on things consistently. I can. I just have to have enough freedom to not feel like I actually have to work on anything or do anything. For example, with sports, that's something that's been, for me, a really big achievement. I used to do karate I did karate for 13 years of my life, ever since I was 5. And then at some point I stopped because I didn't want to do it anymore. But I still had this attitude towards sports that it has to be really, really difficult. It has to be really, really hard for it to be useful, for it to be beneficial for you. You have to be dying while training, and that's the only way. And I kept on trying to do that for many years, even after I stopped doing karate by myself. I kept on pushing myself. I kept on forcing myself to work out much more than I actually wanted to. I kept on forcing myself to work out in the way that I didn't want to work out because I believe that's the most useful way of working out. I kept on pushing myself to run, even though I hated running. I forced myself to work out for like 1.5 hours and do Tabata and do all kinds of stuff that I hated because I was like, well, that's the only way it can be good for you. is if you feel like dying while doing it. That's the only effective way of training. And eventually, very, very slowly, it clicked for me that, wait a second, I don't have to do that. Actually, the most beneficial way you can work out is by working out and having fun. Working out in the way that's pleasant. And to me, that meant, first of all, cutting down on the intensity of my workouts immensely. It meant not doing anything that I didn't want to do. So no Tabatas, no interval training, no running, nothing. I just started doing the things that I felt like doing. And maybe in some ways I got less strong. Sure, I'm sure my endurance got much worse. But I still worked out. And I still worked out a lot. And I worked out consistently, and most importantly, I didn't feel like I have to break myself every time I do it. And it's been slowly getting better and better, and I was more and more capable of listening to myself and giving myself what my body actually needed and wanted instead of what I thought was right. But still, it was still a process. It was a long process, and only about less than a year ago, I also decided to embrace the fact that I want to do everything. When it comes to sport, I want to do everything, and I know that by doing everything, I'm not gonna be immensely good at anything, but maybe I don't need to be. I'm not going to be a champion. I'm not going to go to the Olympics. And frankly, I don't care about being the best at anything. I really like different stuff. I really like different kinds of sports. I really like just moving. And that's, I think also, and to an extent, kind of listening to my inner child. Because as a kid, I also wanted to do everything, and I was made fun for it a bit. I mean, made fun isn't the best way to phrase it, but my mom did kind of laugh at me that, oh, I wanted to do dancing, and I wanted to sing, and I wanted to sew, and I wanted to do this and that. And she was like, yeah, you want to do everything. And I'm like, well, yeah. And I have been, to an extent, made feel a little bit bad for it. And also, I mean, everyone, everywhere says how you need to focus if you want to achieve this and that, and it's all about consistency and doing the thing over and over again. And yes, that's true, but also it sucks the soul out of me. So yeah, a little less than a year ago, I embraced it completely, and I got this like sports subscription that lets me do different kinds of sports in Berlin, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I could not think of anything better than be able to do anything on any day of the week. And I tried different stuff out, and I went to different places, and it's just it tickles my brain, you know. It makes me feel good. And in the end, I don't care about being the best at one of those things. It's about moving your body. It's about embracing new stuff. It's about learning new stuff. It's about experiencing new stuff. And as long as I'm active and as long as I'm having fun, there's nothing wrong I can do. And the thing is, but I have such a hard time accepting this when it comes to some other areas of my life, like, for example, the filmmaking. It drives me insane how chaotic and all over the place it is. And it's been making me so sad because none of the options feel right. I can't settle for one format. I can't settle for one types of videos. But I also am crying all the time because I feel like I'm not moving anywhere, and I feel like I can't find myself. So what do I do? And I don't have an answer yet. I haven't figured out yet, but I think I am moving in a slightly correct direction. And what I decided to try doing is taking it one video at a time. And I'm gonna accept that I'm gonna take it one video at a time. I will not try to be consistent with my things. I will not try to push certain types of videos more. I will try to take each video and see, hey, what do I feel like making now? And I know it's also kind of a way to make sure your YouTube does not work. Because YouTube or other places like YouTube hate when you're all over the place. They like consistency, they like knowing what kind of people to suggest your channel to. And maybe I'm digging my own grave, but I think that's the only way I can actually continue working on these videos and maybe learn to hate them a little bit less. Because the thing is, I love making videos and I love that I have somewhere to upload them and post them. But I need to take away that pressure, and that's what I'm gonna be trying to do. And that's what I'm doing already in this video. This is not the way I thought this video was gonna go. I didn't think I would be filming in different places. But I felt like doing it, and that's what I'm doing. And if you like my videos, I am very grateful. And please embrace that they might all be different. Or maybe they don't actually seem very different to you. That could also be it. They seem very different to me. But yeah. There are people all the time. So yeah, I have a couple of ideas for the videos I want to make soon. One video that I hopefully will make is a video that I want to upload on my birthday, but I don't really know what it's gonna be about. But I kind of want to do something. One of them is a music video actually, but nothing where I will get paid or it's gonna be useful for anyone. I just want to make like an unofficial music video for one of the songs that I like. I actually already emailed the musician and asked if I can do that. He said yes, which was very sweet. I wasn't sure if he was going to reply. He said yes, I can, and that obviously I can't make money of it, which I wouldn't be able to anyway, because my YouTube is not monetized. But I just remembered how much fun I used to have making music videos as a kid. And I just want to make more things that are just fun. I think I want that to be the base of everything that I do. Fun. And yeah, so I want to do that. And I think I will do it in July probably, because June is going to be a little bit busy. I'm gonna be going to Poland with my partner and a couple of our friends. Just for like the weekend, nothing big. And I would like to make a video of it. And I don't think that's gonna be anything special in terms of a message behind it. I don't think there's gonna be a message. I just want to make like a fun vlog video. Because I enjoy having them and I enjoy looking back at them, and it's okay that it's not gonna be about art or that it's not gonna be deep or anything like that. I just want to have fun again. Yeah, those are the 3 next videos that I'm hoping to make. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and because you watched it to the end, you get to see a little dance. there's a German lady who looked at me, and then I got a bit shy. So, I wish you a beautiful day and go make some art.